This is the day we've been waiting for.
This is the day that we've worked for,
studied for,
practiced for,
prayed for,
fought for. 1,000 moments have led to this day.
Exams, projects,
service,
late nights, and early mornings,
concerts, games,
coffee, lots of coffee,
and 1,000 more will come from it.
Careers, friendship,
adventures across the globe,
triumphs, challenges,
the chance to make a difference.
This is the day we start something new.
empowered by the things we found here.
community, faith, inspiration, pride.
A world-class education.
to create an impact.
In Chicago and beyond.
In ways big and small that make the world a better place.
This is the day we've dreamed of.
This is the day.
Our day.
Today,
This is the day we've envisioned.
It's here.
Now let's go forth and set the world on fire.
Honored guests and celebrants, may we have your attention, please, so we can begin this ceremony. Please draw your attention to the processional of faculty, administration, and President's Party members. Please welcome Margaret Callahan, Provost and Chief Academic Officer for Loyola University Chicago, who serves as your Master of Ceremonies for today's program.
President Reed, Dean Benham, members of the Board of Trustees, officers of the university, deans and vice presidents, guests of honor, members of the faculty, candidates for graduation, and their family and friends. Welcome to the 153rd Annual Commencement of Loyola University Chicago Quinlan School of Business. As we begin, I'd like to draw your attention to the university's land acknowledgement statement on the front cover of your program, honoring the heritage of the grounds we walk. Now, will everyone who is able please stand as Lillian Murphy performs the national anthem. We ask that you remain standing until after Dr. Tassos Millars, the Walter F. Milady, Sr., Professor and Department Chair of Economics, gives the invocation.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Shall we pray? Gracious and loving God, first, we thank you for motivating our students during their education at Quinlan and helping them demonstrate the significant academic knowledge necessary in order to receive the degrees announced in this ceremony. We are grateful for the opportunity to know and teach our students. We share in their joy for reaching this significant milestone, which will make a great positive difference in their lives. Second, we ask for your almighty hand to be upon our graduates as they and their families rejoice in this great achievement. May they all know that the Quillen family wishes them much future success in doing well by doing good. Third, looking forward, continue to fill their hearts and minds of our graduating business students with more analytical skill to grow in wisdom to be great leaders and to show love as they serve others, knowing that the Loyola community will be here to offer its blessings as they journey through life. Amen.
Thank you, Dr. Miliaris and Ms. Murphy. Will everyone please be seated? It is now my pleasure to present Dr. Michael Benham, Dean of the Quinlan School of Business.
Thank you, Provost Callahan. Hello, class of 2023. That sounds good, right? All of us at Quinlan couldn't be more thrilled to celebrate your accomplishments. You've been pushed, pulled, stretched, and yet you persevered through everything that Loyola and the world has thrown at you. There's truly a bright future ahead for all of you. Shortly, you will become a Quinlan graduate and join an active alumni network in Chicago and around the world. Our alumni are difference makers who are inspiring positive change and driving sustainable business growth. I challenge you to take what you learned here and experienced at Quinlan and make a difference in the world. I also invite you to stay connected at Quinlan, wherever your career and your life takes you. We would love to see you at all of our alumni events and on our mentorship and networking platform called Loyola Linked. And please let us know what you're making as you're making an impact in the world. I can't wait to see what you will accomplish. Congratulations again.
With pleasure, I present Natalia Mendez, candidate for the degree Bachelor of Business Administration, magna cum laude, who will offer some remarks on behalf of the entire undergraduate student community of the Quinlan School of Business.
Thank you, Provost Callahan. Good morning. I would like to congratulate my fellow classmates on this achievement. This milestone is also a reflection of the people we've been fortunate enough to know throughout the past 4 years. So I speak for everyone when I say thank you to those that made this possible. I invite everyone to reflect on Loyola's mission that states we are a diverse community seeking God in all things and working to expand knowledge in the service of humanity through learning, justice, and faith. Throughout the past 4 years, we have become the Loyola mission in physical form by practicing Jesuit values each day in the form of volunteering, helping your sorority raise money for local philanthropies, giving your notes to a classmate that missed the lecture, and reflecting on your day to improve the next. Our education has prepared us to be successful in a way that benefits society at the same time. It is beyond us on an individual level. It has shown us how to use our knowledge to be difference makers and create a better world. Loyola has provided us with the skills we need to prosper. All the extracurriculars that seemed were just for fun have taught us how to be dependable and hardworking. They've taught us how to be leaders. These are lessons that are learned only by doing. Loyola has extended our knowledge beyond the classroom and shown us how to persevere in the real world. I'm standing before you all today because of that knowledge. Every small detail has prepared me for this day. Racking my brain during my summer internship for all the Excel functions I learned from Professor Kmet, learning to gather as much data as I can through Dr. Todd's portfolio projects, and sitting in my apartment with my roommates, working to piece together the parts of Professor Murphy's ethics lectures. There's truly no price you can put on the lessons we've learned in the community we've gained. So whether we stay in Chicago or move across the globe, the Loyola experiences we share will spread positivity to everyone around us. Only one thing is certain about our future. We will always have a friend in those with a Quinlan School of Business education. I wish you all luck for the future, and I hope you can treasure your undergraduate memories for years to come. Congratulations, class of 2023, and go Ramblers. Thank you.
Thank you, Natalia. It is now my privilege to invite Dean Benham back to the podium to introduce our commencement speaker.
Joining us today is Mr. Thomas Hunt. Tom's life is a true Loyola story of family, success, and giving back. Tom and his wife Judy met at Loyola while pursuing their bachelor's degrees. He graduated with a degree in accounting in 1976, so basically yesterday, and Judy earned her degree in elementary education in 1977. Thank you, Judy, for also being here today. After graduation, Tom became an audit manager for Pete Marwick. Today, Pete Marwick is the letters P and M in KPMG, which is one of the big four accounting firms. But Tom really found his calling in the railroad industry. Over the course of 30 years, he rose within the leadership ranks of what became Burlington Northern Santa Fe, which is one of the nation's premier railway corporations. He retired in 2014 as BNSF's Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer. Despite living outside of Chicago for nearly 3 decades, Tom and Judy have remained connected to Loyola and to Quinlan. They've also been drawn to the mission of Loyola's Arupa College. For those of you who aren't familiar with Arupa, it offers an affordable and accessible path to college education for students with limited financial resources. Last year, Tom and Judy made a generous gift to Arupa that created 2 endowed funds. One provides on-campus housing for students experiencing housing instability and homelessness. The second fund is named in memory of their son, Daniel C. Hunt, and supports Arupa students striving to pursue and complete their degrees without the burden of debt. As Tom said when they made their gift to Arupa, they wanted to help fellow Chicagoans who have talent and initiative to achieve great things. The Hunts' commitment to making education accessible to Chicago's next generation of difference makers is unwavering, and we're delighted to have Tom give our keynote today. Thank you.
Well, good morning, Dr. Reed, Provost Callahan, Dean Benham, faculty, staff, and students. It's both an honor and privilege to be here today addressing the 2023 Loyola University Quinlan School of Business graduates, as well as your family and friends. You're graduating from one of the most rigorous disciplines here at Loyola. You've accomplished something to be proud of. I'm proud of you, and your guests and family, by their attendance today, are showing how proud they are of you. I'll also tell you I fully understand my role today as I stand between your friends and family's celebration of your great accomplishments and between them and that. So my objectives today are to be threefold: be meaningful, be sincere, and be brief. So let me start by saying Loyola roots run very deep in my family. My father-in-law graduated from Loyola in 1950. So you think 76 was a long time ago, think about 1950. My brother, sister, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, and one of my best friends all graduated from Loyola. And of course, as mentioned, Judy and I both graduated from here, and as a matter of fact, we met probably about 100 yards from where we stand right now. So I can thank this university for the best thing that ever happened in my life. So what makes Loyola different from other places? If all we wanted to learn were the details of accounting, finance, marketing, management, we could have gone to hundreds, likely thousands of other schools. But I would argue that you and I went to Loyola to be difference makers and be leaders. And you've established a foundation upon which future excellence can be built. Because I believe you're going to lead with what I call Jesuit values and a commitment to making a difference in the communities and organizations that you're going to join. This behavior isn't something that turns on like a light switch when you walk out of here with your degree today. It's more like a dimmer switch that sort of gets brighter as time goes on and you understand how Jesuit values apply in your life. So as I look at the campus both here today and down at Water Tower, I see a much different university than I attended over 40 years ago. I mean, the buildings are so much nicer, and technology exists in the classroom that hadn't even been dreamt about when I was here. And I have to tell you, this Gentile arena compared to the old alumni gym, I mean, it's just beyond words. So it's all so much more modern and so much nicer. So on one hand, I'm envious. On the other hand, I'll say, despite all the physical and technological changes that have taken place in the university, there are some enduring attributes that separate Loyola from many other places. Loyola was, is, and always will be a place where Jesuit values are taught and endure. So the question is, what are Jesuit values, and how do we see them in action? And so I can only tell you about how they came to life in my life. So when I was an undergraduate student here, I had to take core curriculum classes as well as those required for my major. And I will be honest with you, more than once I sat here wondering why, given I'm a business major, am I required to take philosophy, theology, ethics, values and choice, and other liberal arts classes? I have to say, as a 20-year-old, I probably didn't necessarily see the value. Because I was a young man who grew up locally, about to embark on a career after education, being exposed to all these aspirational thoughts and not really figuring out how they fit in. And honestly, I kind of probably didn't even think I had time to think about that, because after graduation, as Dean Benham mentioned, I went to work for one of the large public accounting firms here. 2 years after graduation, Judy and I got married. 2 years after that, we started a family with a beautiful daughter, Vicky. And so in just a period of about 3 or 4 years, I changed from college student, predominantly worried about myself, to working professional, husband, and father. So I'd argue that this relatively short time frame was the greatest life change I ever experienced. And it wasn't just a life change. It was, for the first time, I began to realize that my actions impacted dramatically the lives of other people in this world. And I think that's the first time, as I look back in hindsight, that Jesuit values are beginning to appear in my life. So as my career progressed and I took on additional responsibilities, our family expanded. We added a son, Dan. And I began to see how some of these philosophical teachings fit in my life. Our family relocated a couple times. The kids grew older. Judy and I volunteered our time in all the different aspects of life that we were involved in. Life was good. It was challenging. But I think Judy and I both began to appreciate what we've been taught and tried to make a difference in the various endeavors in which we were involved. So I was probably about 40 when I began to really understand kind of how the pieces fit together. Because the Jesuit way is to care for those around us and help in any way we can. And it's not necessarily something you think about in a very conscious way when you get up every morning. It's more like an overarching umbrella. And it's really, I call it making a difference. That's been mentioned here by other speakers today already. Making a difference, I like to boil down to a simple question. It's saying, is the organization, group, or person going to be better off because I'm going to get involved? And if you can look in the mirror and say yes, then give it your all, jump in, make a difference. You have to act on it. So life was good. But then in 2018, Judy and my faith in God and these values were severely tested. Our son Dan, at 33 years old, was diagnosed with cancer. Dan was born in Chicago, lived here 3 different times during his life. He was a good student and a good athlete. He played football for the 2002 Texas State High School champions. He went on from high school to attend Texas Christian University, where he was a finance and accounting major. And TCU's in Fort Worth. It's a university in many ways similar to Loyola in that it's Christian-based and it's in an urban setting. And then Dan went on, after earning his master's degree, to work for Deloitte in both their Chicago and Dallas office. He then worked in private equity and then started a venture on his own. We were very proud of him. But he was diagnosed with something called adrenal cancer, and it's an exceptionally rare and deadly disease. And a quick biology lesson, we each have 2 adrenal glands. They sit on top of our kidneys. Dan's right adrenal gland was compromised. Now, unfortunately, it manifested itself when tumors appeared on his spine, his shoulder, and his hip, and caused him bone pain. So this meant the cancer was stage 4. The 5-year survival rate for stage 4 adrenal cancer is less than 10%. So our lives and Dan's were dramatically changed overnight. We're fortunate enough to live in Fort Worth, about a 4-hour drive from Houston, Texas, which is where MD Anderson is located. And MD Anderson's one of the premier cancer treatment centers in the country. And since Dan was single, Judy and I became his assistants in his battle. And he fought this battle for 18 months. He started with radiation. He then had chemotherapy. He had surgery. He had immunotherapy. He went back and did more chemo, more immuno, and finally targeted cancer treatments. Well, all these treatments beat up his body, but never his mind. Unfortunately, in April of 2020, about 3 years ago, a scan revealed the cancer had gone beyond just metastasizing to his bones, but went to his liver, stomach, and lungs. So the fight was over. And on April 21st, at 35 years old, Dan returned to God. So thank you. As we watched him battle cancer, we saw that Dan epitomized Jesuit values. Never estimate how much your children can teach you. Because despite the pain from the cancer and the treatments and the attacks on his skeleton, Dan always thought about making a difference. He was always a person who cared for others. I remember one time being at MD Anderson with him when the doctors wanted to do a biopsy of the tumors on his hip, and taking the biopsy involved inserting needles all the way to the tumor through his hip. So the doctors came in and said, would it be okay if we injected a few other needles to take some samples for research? Without hesitation, he said yes. I was floored. So when he passed away, he left a portion of his estate to fight rare cancer, to help underprivileged students, and to help others who were struggling in the early days of COVID. And on a light note, one time on the night before he left for one of his 40 trips to MD Anderson for treatment, it was Halloween. He dressed up as a bear to go trick-or-treating with one of his friend's sons. That's just the kind of person he was. He knew that making a difference was things both big and small. Well, this time was clearly the low point in Judy and my lives. But out of tragedy can come positives. So Judy and I discussed how we wanted to remember Dan, and truly our Jesuit values kicked in. We knew Dan would want to make as big a difference as possible in the lives of others. So we decided the best way to remember Dan was through programs we knew that he would love. And one obvious one was rare tumor cancer research at MD Anderson. And through Dan's battle, we've become good friends with his oncologist, Dr. Matt Campbell, and we've become involved in several efforts to increase funding for research down there. But there's also a program here at Loyola that Dan was aware of and knew we supported, and that's the Arupe College, which was mentioned earlier. It's named for Father Pedro Arupe, former Superior General of the Jesuits. And Arupe is a 2-year associate's degree program for motivated students with limited financial resources. And the expectation is after receiving their associate's degree, these students will go on to a 4-year institution, be it Loyola or some other place. And to me, the most important thing is the main focus is on Chicago area students, heavily focused on Chicago public schools. When Dan passed away, Judy and I knew immediately Arupe was a program Dan would love. So we decided to put more support behind it, and as mentioned, have established the Daniel C. Hunt Scholarship Fund for Arupe students. Because we know that Arupe is making a difference. Judy and I have met numerous students from there, and we know that they're going to achieve great things. And it's also our way of honoring a great person and trying to make a difference. But I will tell you that I'm not here pitching Arupe or MD Anderson or anything like that, but I'm going to encourage you to think about what matters in your life, especially as time goes on, so you will make a difference. Early in your career, if all you can do is volunteer a few hours or contribute a few dollars, do that. If you know someone who's down for whatever reason, call them, drop them a note, send them a card, whatever it is that you think would make them feel better. Because what I've come to realize over time is there are no actions or amounts that are too small when you're trying to make a difference. I'll also tell you making a difference isn't always easy, because sometimes it requires you to look at your values and make tough decisions and follow through with equally tough actions. And I'll give you one example that stands out to me. Our company was struggling financially. We knew we had to go through a downsizing. And I had grown up and started in the Chicago office. I was no longer there. I'd been relocated at the time, but I knew that that office was no longer necessary. However, there was a part of me that had, my heart wanted to say, do something to try and keep the Chicago office open. And as a senior officer, maybe I could have delayed the inevitable for at least a period of time. But my values of honesty told me that compromised and convenient decisions in the short term only make matters worse in the long term. So we announced the shutdown. Most people understood, but I think a few people that used to be my friends never forgave me for that decision. But as I look back some 25 years later, I know that it was the proper decision, and I just couldn't violate the values of honesty and integrity. All right, so I see the dean. He's kind of giving me, it's time to move on, Tom. You're standing between. You promised to be brief. So everybody closes these speeches with advice. So here we go. I'm going to leave you with 3 things. If you remember anything, just remember these 3. That things are obviously a lot different today than when I attended here, but some things aren't different. One thing, point 1, over your career, I've seen a lot of people focus so much on titles, money, things like that. A career is a marathon, not a sprint. So focus on the 60% rule. If you're going to go to work 5 days a week, you better wake up in the morning looking forward to the day at least 3 of those 5. No job's perfect. Nothing's going to be always there, always great, but you better enjoy 3 of the 5. If you don't enjoy it 60% of the time, find something else to do. Finally, my next word of advice is find someone you enjoy being with all the time, and that's what I've been blessed with. That's love, and that's what I've got with Judy, because over a lifetime, you're going to go through great times and tough times. And it's easy to enjoy life in the great times. It's the tough times that really test your love for each other. And finally, commit to make a difference in whatever you do. Your priorities are going to change as you move through life, and that's just natural. They did for me. But always remember, you've been taught Jesuit values. Go out there and make a difference. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hun, for your inspiring words for our graduates and for all of us. The candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the Quinlan School of Business will now be presented. Michael Benham, Dean of the Quinlan School of Business, will make the recommendations to the President, who in turn will confer the degrees. I would like to invite President Reed and Dean Benham to the center podium.
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from the Quinlan School of Business please rise? President Reed, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Business Administration, Honors, and Bachelor of Business Administration. The candidates have fulfilled all the requirements for their degrees, and I recommend that the degrees be conferred upon them.
Candidates, upon the recommendation of the Dean of the Quinlan School of Business and its faculty, and by the authority granted to Loyola University Chicago by the state of Illinois and delegated to me by the Board of Trustees of our university, I hereby confer upon you the baccalaureate degrees for which you have been recommended, and as a sign of your new academic status, please move your tassels from the right side to the left side. Congratulations.
Candidates for the baccalaureate degrees will now come forward to be recognized by name as directed by the marshals. Caitlin Hoffman, lecturer in Information Systems and Supply Chain Management, will read the names of the candidates. Candidates who have not yet been taken out of the rows by the marshals may be seated again. Guests, please remain in your seats and hold your applause until all degree groups have been recognized so that each graduate may be heard by their family and loved ones. I know that is a tough request, but every family wants to hear their graduate's name. Guests are not permitted on the arena floor or near the stage. Professional photographers are taking photos of the graduates, and these photos will be available to you in the coming days. Thank you for your cooperation.
Receiving the degree Bachelor of Business Administration honors, Kevin Blake Alexander, cum laude. Jack Murphy Armanini, magna cum laude. Andrew Kennedy Barclay, magna cum laude. Morgan Taylor Beamer, cum laude. Neil A. Baran, magna cum laude. Christopher Patrick Burns, magna cum laude. Colton Joseph Carey, cum laude. Shamoon M. Dowdy, magna cum laude. Timothy J. Dennis, cum laude. Sophia Dillon, magna cum laude. Joseph A. Dold. Drew Newman Evans, magna cum laude. Grace Elizabeth Finnegan, magna cum laude. Megan Lee Fowler, magna cum laude. Caleb Huang Frank, cum laude. Grace Elizabeth Furry, cum laude. Shyla Ann Asada. William Thomas Kelly, magna cum laude. Kristen Abigail Layton, cum laude. Lucia Macaretta, summa cum laude. Maya Mark Stross. Tate Frederick Maurer. Kaylee Gadini Murphy, magna cum laude. Alexandra Susan Neary, summa cum laude. Gerard David Nugent III, magna cum laude. Nicole Elise Papanton, magna cum laude. Catherine Rose Plank, summa cum laude. Mary Grace Catherine Pecos, cum laude. Joseph Aiden Rad, magna cum laude. Roman J. Reisky, magna cum laude. Shane B. Rayleigh, magna cum laude. Benton J. Scott, magna cum laude. Kyle R. Smith, cum laude. Marshall David Sumner, magna cum laude. Andrew Ryan Tavares, cum laude. Harley McCrae Thursby, cum laude. Stephen M. Zelkowitz, summa cum laude. Let's give a round of applause for our honors graduates. Receiving the degree Bachelor's of Business Administration and Accounting, Blake Alfera. Andrea Aziz, magna cum laude. Joseph Boss. Keegan Patrick Bennett, cum laude. Anna Marie Brown, cum laude. Joseph Peter Costa. Nolan Robert Doherty, summa cum laude. Kathleen Marie Doyle, cum laude. Charles Patrick Dunn. Caitlin Elizabeth Dyer, summa cum laude. Quentin Lucas Gray. Anna Jasmine Shea, cum laude. Nazifa Ikramova. Julia Ann Jansen, summa cum laude. Julian Daniel Jaramillo, Jr., magna cum laude. Alice Gian, summa cum laude. Ella Katrina Rogelio Joaquin, summa cum laude. Nehal Kaur. Francis Joseph Cook. Drew P. Keeter. Hao Mint Lam, cum laude. Grace Ann Leslie. Ryan Jonathan Lilly. Katarina Littman. Madhu Sudan Manali, magna cum laude. Olivia Mary Fitzgerald Moranin, magna cum laude. Samantha N. Martin. Reagan McDonald. Mary Caitlin Mimlitz, summa cum laude. Benjamin Joseph Morrissey. Nicholas B. Murphy. Grace E. Nagy, summa cum laude. Jamie Loren Nupeñas. Robert Alex Nemechek. Chris Okupe, cum laude. Chloe Patterson. Patrick Daniel Patel. Giselle Ramirez, summa cum laude. Michelle Rodriguez, magna cum laude. Ethan Zachary Scher, summa cum laude. Mary Frances Sheffert. Carolina Victoria Sakharoku. Sophia Demetras Stefanis. Robert Strobel. Katie Rona Sullivan. Brian John Voigt, summa cum laude. Jack William Jens, magna cum laude. Elon Zakutinsky. Receiving the degree Bachelor's of Business Administration, Accounting and Analytics, Joseph Patrick Johnson. Sebastian Alexander Nunez. Wait. Let's give a round of applause for our Accounting and Analytics graduates. Receiving the degree Bachelor's of Business Administration in Economics, Evan James Bowman. Aiden Calixo Blinkel. Zhengheng Dong. Eva Finesse, magna cum laude. Fernando Garcia Deano Camacho. Martin C. Hill, magna cum laude. Joshua R. Kowinski, magna cum laude. Claire Josephine Dilton. Patrick Carl Leonard. Gabriel Martinez Abrego Cantu. Fernando Molina Bier. Sean M. Mulligan. Tarina Kate Patrick. Omar Perez. Magna cum laude. Grace Pukala, cum laude. Demetrios Romanidis. Sebastian Ramon Sandoval, magna cum laude. Sophia Stein, magna cum laude. Abigail Rose Tavolino, cum laude. Danish Rehan Umar. David Venkatesan, summa cum laude. Joseph Michael Venziano. Alian Vimawala, summa cum laude. Byron Emmanuel Wright, magna cum laude. Let's give a round of applause for our economics graduates. Receiving the degree Bachelor's of Business Administration in Entrepreneurship, Ua Watomason, Iakalua Ashoputo. Magna cum laude, Christian Alexander Caceres. Samuel Robert Eggleton. Taylor Nicole Golan, magna cum laude. Jean-Pierre Lem. Catherine Elizabeth Lemazur, cum laude. Justin Andrew Moline, summa cum laude. Bailey J. Rodriguez, cum laude. Allison Schriftlich. Suliana Solano. Jacob Thomas Tauber. Ryan Patrick Tenbrook. Let's give a round of applause for our entrepreneurship graduates. Receiving the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration in Finance, Shora Agarwal. Thomas J. Ahern. Sakmed Alajic. Valerie Alarcon. Reem Abdul-Jabbar El-Asali. Shima Shaman Al-Qadi. Geraldo Loreno Alvarez. Mary Clara Bartline, summa cum laude. Joseph A. Beretti, magna cum laude. Reeve Andre Vallejo Basa. Rodrigo Bremer. Sarah Kane, magna cum laude. Andres Christian Camacho Running, cum laude. Luis Guillermo Casco Arias Mangravida. Anthony Michael Chan. Michael Daniel Cilia, magna cum laude. Dominic Damon Simfio. Tyler D. Connor, cum laude. Dean Nicholas Carrero. Ella Rose Kostic, cum laude. Timothy Robert Crawford. Tyga Marvin Crenshaw, magna cum laude. Theodore Edward Delker. Katie Danielle Devu. Gabriel B. Dominguez. Alicia Andrea Dunofrio Abreu. Ike Matthew Draz, cum laude. Troy C. Evans, summa cum laude. Roy M. Feeney. Yasin Gaba. Ricardo Alfredo Guerre. Jasmine Garcia. Luke Kelly Gaskill, cum laude. Ryan Carlo Gaspero. Vinicius Rhesus Giunchiki. Wolfram Gonzalez Matos. Greer Joseph Griffin. Lauren Ruth Gursky. Jacob Dennis Haley. Kyle Ennis Harfouche. Michael Hong. Maxim Grudevich. Joseph S. Jaju, cum laude. Maria Paula Jaramillo Ramos, magna cum laude. Abigail Rose Johannesman, cum laude. Kush Kapoor, summa cum laude. Trent Cardell. Saad Khan. Naira Fatima Khatun. Connor Kinnemouth, magna cum laude. Theodore J. Konchelsic, magna cum laude. Anne-Marie Krusevich. Michael R. Langbein, magna cum laude. Linda Lakari, magna cum laude. Tolgadur Helvador, cum laude. Ryan Daniel Putnam Luft, cum laude. Bruna Machado do Nascimento. Adrian Malinowski. Justin Alexander Mons. Imad Mesroor, cum laude. Natalia G. Mendez, magna cum laude. Armando Mendez Jr. Benjamin Robert Milkey, cum laude. Edward M. Mikula. Victoria Eugenia Molina. William Mueller. Connor Andrew Murray, cum laude. Gerard Roland Nigel III. Hoy Nguyen, magna cum laude. Nicolette Marie Orlando, cum laude. Peter Luis Pacheco, cum laude. Ricardo Alberto Pascual Icaza. Krishna D. Patel, magna cum laude. Joseph A. Patton, cum laude. Anthony J. Paul. Jeffrey Matthew Pearson, magna cum laude. Matthew Roger Romberg, cum laude. Juan Ignacio Rodriguez Blanco, magna cum laude. Joaquin Ruiz Machado. Jacob Christopher Russell, magna cum laude. Safwan Salim. Mac Nicholas Saliba. McCrossan James Schiller, cum laude. James Francis Schneider, cum laude. Nicholas Joseph Pseudo Sclafani. Claudio A. Sadani, magna cum laude. Sydney Victoria Cipher. Nicholas D. Severino. Momina Shazad. Daniel Greg Simonovsky. Gabriel Ryan Scare. Brendan G. Soltzman, cum laude. David Swerzbinski, magna cum laude. Nathan Evan Tayrani. Joseph Haskell Ward, magna cum laude. Sean Martin Thiessen. Matthew Richard Trine, cum laude. Nicole Tudor. Michael Kuzmak Van Lashout, magna cum laude. Sebastian Patrick Villagran Garces. Aldo Isaac Villegas. Chris J. Wayman, magna cum laude. Tom Joseph Welch. Bennington Charles Whalen. Joseph Robert Wilson. Julia Zidane. Let us now congratulate our finance graduates. Receiving the degree of Bachelor's of Business Administration, Information Systems, Human Resource Management, Alma Aguado. Adriana Barrientos Rico, cum laude. Scott Alexander Black, cum laude. Melissa Hernandez. Dexter Jerome Johnson. Maya McCormick Yukich, summa cum laude. Selena Coley, summa cum laude. Anna Krasi, magna cum laude. Zachary Thomas Nybert. Anna Marie Petrella. Sydney Roncone Reeder, magna cum laude. Edward Varshel. Natalie Sumaya Zayud, cum laude. Let's now congratulate our graduates with Human Resource Management. Now receiving the degree, Bachelor's of Business Administration, Information Systems, Colton Anthony Brooks. Jonathan Chen. Margaret Francine Cronin, magna cum laude. Emily Dugopolsky. Jenny L. Doan. Jacob Jeljerks. Richard S. Jones. Theodore Kalageropoulos, cum laude. Matthew Joseph Latham. Troy Anton Moore, Jr. Adrian Gerardo Bisotto, magna cum laude. William Thomas Sawalski. Olivia Elaine Zolper. Let's graduate our Information Systems graduates. Receiving the degree in Bachelor's Business Administration, Information Systems, and Analytics, Charlotte Arias Rebelio, cum laude. Carl Atala, cum laude. John L. Belser. Nazir Barwani, cum laude. Robert James Denman. Marco Andrea Farhone. Evangelia Thespina Figueres, summa cum laude. Lena Nicole Goodell, magna cum laude. Alex J. Grimm. Victor Keith Grisson II. Gabriella Nicole Groom, cum laude. Adina Mimi Hajish, cum laude. Jacob Scott Haftepe. Kevin Toshio Hirokawa, magna cum laude. Cassidy Ivarez, cum laude. Brooke McFarland, summa cum laude. Thomas Robert Maldones. Dylan A. Mayer. Diakshi Modi, cum laude. George Thomas Yanmoy. Louisa Noel. Michael D. Olinger. Krusha Patel, cum laude. Manav Patel. Julia Anna Paterick, cum laude. Timothy Joseph Radke, summa cum laude. Ramiza Rahich. Velen Salaz. Morgan Julia Schmidt, summa cum laude. Fatima Sharif. Eric Sluga, cum laude. Chandler Stegen, summa cum laude. Natalie Elizabeth Serzula. Johan Carlo Ditan. Amy Yin Vo, cum laude. Let's give a round of applause for our Information Systems and Analytics graduates. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Business Administration and International Business, Bellany Amaro. Aaliyah Justine Burnaby, magna cum laude. Samuel Roland Barasa, magna cum laude. Julia Hushin Bernard Chen, magna cum laude. Andrew Scott Bryan. Nicholas Richard Butko, magna cum laude. Eleni Chakias. Lindsay Fumiko Depke. Hoi Du. Layla Sofia Garza Kamar, cum laude. Hoi Dai Ha. William Brennan Janess. Natalia Camille Jimenez. Stephanie Eleni Kamiotis. Andres Kaspersky. Cameron R. King, summa cum laude. Kiana Kone. Maya Unjong Lawrence, cum laude. Nicholas J. Martinez. Tiger Jacobson Farah. Thomas G. Mahan. Alexander Killian McClellan. Alina Morris. Dasha Chantal Mayuso. Ian H.C. Rosenberg. Justin Paul Smith. Anna E. Southwell. Tak Vincent Tanigawa. Let's give a round of applause for our international business graduates. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Business Administration and Management, Andres Xavier Alfaro, cum laude. Matthew Braden Alter. Jaflet Aranas, III. Umberto Aranda Mea Galan, cum laude. Leonardo Javier Ariza Matos. Amber Sana Azim, magna cum laude. Allison Shirley Barrientos. Casey M. Bell, cum laude. Rafael Jose Castro. Janelle Noob Sherez. Andrea Cortez. Amanda M. Deshane. Bethlehem Mulat Fogi. Jose Ramon Garcia de Paredes Sanchez. Maura Elizabeth Ganas, magna cum laude. Michael Alexander Guerrero. Alyssa Arlene Houlihan. Zancian Nemhoy. Alyssa Juliana Yakoveta. Sammy Ismail. Sungwon Kwong. Lauren Catherine LaRue, magna cum laude. Selena Marie Lindole. Harley Elizabeth Lovett. Isaac E. Malinowski. Ismahar Martinez. Logan Daniel Matas. Netta Mirosani. Nicholas Harry Modeus. Rashni Modi. Darcel Colleen Murray. Anna Corin Nicholson, magna cum laude. Sophia Margaret Nolan. Gabrielle Paez Palma, magna cum laude. Jack G. Robson. Kanitha D. Ross. Paula Marie Salomen, cum laude. Tatiana Brenda Sidholm. Ethan Jaffe Stein. Diego Miguel Valdez Sanchez. Abigail Nicole Wilm, summa cum laude. Grace L. Warland, cum laude. Let's give a round of applause for our management graduates. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Business Administration and Marketing, Matthew Christian Almonte. Lucas Aparcido. Lauren Nicole Archibald. Angela Arias Garza, summa cum laude. Sarah Joan Atwell, magna cum laude. Margaret M. Beard, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Grace Birding, cum laude. Rachel A. Bolt, cum laude. Catherine Grace Brown, magna cum laude. James Paul Bruce. Patricia D. Kalma, cum laude. Julia C. Kemnetter. Daniel Campuzano Salazar. Arturo Capatillo. Eugenia Carvajal, cum laude. Nicholas Castellanos. Julia Jane Cheney, magna cum laude. Filippo Giovanni Curamandia. Stefanos Philip Chiangos. Austin Mayungjae Choi. Margaret Gloria Connors, magna cum laude. Carly Corral, summa cum laude. Daniel James Crowley, summa cum laude. Benjamin Allen Curry. Haley Eisman. Anthony Nadeem Elocre. Tracy Leah Ellison. Lillian Eileen Falls, summa cum laude. Camila Gadia. Samuel E. Gajewski. Katie Marie Gardner, magna cum laude. Caroline M. Geller. William Blusick, magna cum laude. Marco Connor Gonzalez. Sylvia M. Gonzalez Salas, magna cum laude. Mateo Francisco Guerrero, magna cum laude. Cooper John Hayslip, magna cum laude. Mackenzie Taylor Hansen. Valeria Heinemann de la Fuente. Meredith All Herbrook. William Ford Hicks. Sana Mary Hill, cum laude. Kaylee Lauren Hunter. Cassidy Elizabeth Jenkins, magna cum laude. Trey John. Kayla Kalu. Paige Courtney Kaufman. Marilyn O. Lopez. Frederick E. Lucero. Sloan Elizabeth Malloy, magna cum laude. Carolina Manrique. Dane Michon Matthews, magna cum laude. Catherine Laurel Mulin, cum laude. Araceli Ileana Mercado, magna cum laude. Andrew James Micus. Cecilia Lorraine Morante, cum laude. Cecilia Marie Miskowski, magna cum laude. Sean Morris. Damali Nuzario. Michael C. Neal. Megan Ann Nemec, magna cum laude. Jackson Quinn Newell. Chao Yak Yo, cum laude. Taylor Phi Khan Win, magna cum laude. Emma Rose Nolan. Benita Okwabi. Robert Gerard Oliva, magna cum laude. Rafaela Olshansky. Nicholas Alberto Fiali. Katerina R. Palos, cum laude. Andres Xavier Perez McCollum Hill. Paige Elise Petty, magna cum laude. Justine A. Rayhawk. David Alexander Roa. Alexandra Martin Rudak, summa cum laude. Tony Sada. Elizabeth Ann Schaefer. Claire Elizabeth Sheehan, summa cum laude. Perla Solano, cum laude. Aiden Francis Sullivan. Marin Elaine Telleria. Madeline Thompson, summa cum laude. Christian S. Toe, magna cum laude. Francesca Grace Tuma. Audrey Lynn Tremaine, cum laude. Mariana Valverde. Alex Van de Werken. Taylor Lynn Venuto, cum laude. Laura Vitello, magna cum laude. Caitlin Rose Waldron. Mary K. Y. Miller, magna cum laude. Allison Taylor Waiteka, magna cum laude. Romil Yadav. Haley Dane Yeager. Let's give a round of applause for our marketing graduates. Receiving the degree Bachelor's of Business Administration in Sports Management, Samuel James Bean. Margaret M. Christie. Maxwell Lewis Conway. Samantha Kayla Galnopoulos, cum laude. Liam R. McGrady. Charles P. Rubunas. Go Charlie! Let's congratulate our sports management graduates. Receiving the degree Bachelor in Business Administration in Supply Chain Management, Hadi Ajaz. Joss John Say, magna cum laude. Mitchell Samuel Cohen. Patrick Carroll Gardner. Rachel Louise Hemmelgarn. George Stephen Carajalios. Marquise Quinn Kennedy. Nicholas S. Loesch. Andrew Glenn Mitchell, cum laude. Madison O'Gray, magna cum laude. Alexandra Schneider. Divik Suresh. Let's give a round of applause for our supply chain management graduates. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Business Administration, United States, Europe double degree, Jorge Argalas Vidal, cum laude. Marta Cardozo Aguia, cum laude. Noigo Gala, cum laude. Manuel Rodriguez Lopez de la Puerta. Paula Mesas Oleas, magna cum laude. Enrique Moreno Torres, magna cum laude. Pablo Perez de la Torre. Daniela Quintero, magna cum laude. Mercedes Santella Salas, cum laude. Gemma Solans. Diego Verona. Juan Ignacio Vasquez Lara. Niali Joanna Villavicencio. Let's give a round of applause for our U.S., Europe double graduates and the class of 2023.
Congratulations, Quinlan School of Business, class of 2023. We will now watch a video message from the Loyola University Chicago Alumni Association.
Hi, my name is Lucas Williamson from the class of 2022, and I'm currently a professional basketball player. Congratulations on one of the greatest accomplishments in your life, your graduation. You are now officially a Loyola alumnus, and you join fellow alumni living throughout the world. So, how do we stay connected to our classmates, our peers, and our university? One of the best ways is to volunteer. After graduation, you are automatically a part of the Loyola University Chicago Alumni Association. So get involved with your regional Rambler community.
Thanks, Lucas, and congratulations to all of our graduates. My name is Nancy Andrade, and I am currently Commissioner for the Chicago Commission on Human Relations. Loyola has been your academic home for several years, and as you graduate, please know that this is not a goodbye. It is just your next step in our relationship. We can stay connected through Loyola's mentorship program, Loyola Linked. With Loyola Linked, you can mentor current students and receive mentorship from other Loyola alumni. It is a great way to share your expertise and become a mentor or even find your next job.
Thank you, Nancy, and congrats, everyone. My name is Hans Nelson. I am the president and co-founder of Inspire 11 here in Chicago. A great way to stay in touch is to keep in contact with professors and staff or attend one of the many alumni events throughout the year. Even if you do not live in Chicago, after you graduate, there are regional Rambler communities that you can be a part of.
Thank you, Hans, and congrats, everyone. My name is Candace Moore, and I'm the City of Chicago's first Chief Equity Officer at Chicago's Office of Equity and Racial Justice. As you have heard, there are so many great ways to stay connected to our classmates, our peers, and our university. And it is so important to remain part of our community, so let's stay in touch. Let's volunteer, let's give back, let's mentor, and let's keep learning from each other. Thank you, and congratulations again on your graduation from Loyola University Chicago.
It is now my privilege to invite President Mark Reed back to the podium to provide final remarks.
Good morning, class of 2023. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and the entire Loyola University Chicago community, I offer you my heartfelt and deepest congratulations on this special day. And you've all been good and patient and respectful as we've said all the names and honored all of our graduates. So everybody, I want you to make as much noise as you want to make right now and congratulate the class of 2023. You know, we do 12 ceremonies this week, and I'm keeping score on which crowd is the loudest. So right now, you're close to the lead. You want to try it again? Do it again. All right. You are now firmly in the lead. I'm going to ask all of our graduates if you would just please stand for a moment. Graduates, I would like you to join me in taking a moment to acknowledge and to thank the people whose dreams of this day, in some cases, stretch all the way back to when you were born. Of course, I'm talking about your parents, your family, your friends who provided advice and support and companionship on this journey. So you know where they are in this arena, so turn to them, wave to them, and give them a round of applause, graduates. Now, graduates, our newest alumni, years from now, few of you will remember the president of Loyola University Chicago who spoke at your graduation ceremony. And I'm just fine with that. But you will vividly remember the remarkable faculty and staff that you encountered here. You will benefit from their insight and care for the rest of your lives. And so please now give a round of applause to our faculty who are here and thank them for all they've done. And graduates, we have already heard wonderful reflections and remarks from our student and commencement speakers. So you can take comfort that I know when to be brief. So I say simply to you that you have been privileged to be part and are now permanently a member of the Jesuit educational experience that is nearly 500 years old and more than 150 years old at Loyola specifically. So we seek to educate in you the next generation of leaders who will be capable of shaping the future with vision, justice, and charity, with a sense of calling, with concern for all of the human family. And you have received much during your time at Loyola, but remember that your education ultimately isn't just for you, as you've heard today already and will hear over and over again. It's for you to serve and to make a difference in the lives of others, and I have no doubt that you will. So go forth and embrace your futures boldly and confidently, always remembering, graduates, that you are loved. We love you. Your parents, family, friends love you. God loves you. Thank you very much. Go Ramblers. Graduates, it's your turn to be seated. And now I would invite everyone else here today in the arena to please stand if you are able and to join me in a blessing over our graduates. The blessing is located in the program but also will be displayed on the screens. And I invite you to extend an arm or both over our graduates and join me in this blessing as we pray. May God bless you and sustain you on this your graduation day. May the Creator of this vast universe keep you safe as you go forth from this place that has nourished your mind and your soul. May the Almighty look down upon you and give you success in all your endeavors, courage in all your struggles and challenges, understanding in all that is new to you, wisdom to choose what is right and do what is good, perseverance in all you undertake, serenity and peace in the knowledge that you are not alone, that you are loved. And may the Lord of all look kindly upon you this day and forever. Amen. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Will our graduates please rise? It is now my privilege to invite Olivia Hess, candidate for the degree Bachelor of Arts, Music, College of Arts and Sciences, to lead the community in the Loyola University alma mater. Olivia will be accompanied by the Loyola Wind Ensemble.
For
Thank you, Olivia, and thank you to all of our talented musicians. Let's give them a round of applause. We now ask that the audience please be seated until the recessional from the stage and the graduates have left the arena. Following the recessional, please join the graduates for a reception on the West Quad.
Thank you.